I first saw PewDiePie's physique when I was like 14 and I went rabid along with everybody else. It was even crazier when I found out that all he had for a home gym was the Tate Brothers prison setup. How was he making gains with literally just a bench and these IKEA blocks? If all you got or if all you plan to buy is just a bench and a pair of dumbbells, then listen the fuck up. PewDiePie didn't have the steroids to make the transformation, but what he did instead were a few key principles to muscle building. You can make better gains using gym equipment, but you have to have these foundational things down. No amount of fancy stuff like the best machines will grow you muscle if your exercise selection sucks, you're not training hard enough, and you're not training with the right program. PewDiePie actually had pretty much all of these things down, while also eating a lot of food with a high protein diet, which I recommend if you are skinny or skinny fat, further boosting his growth. These principles are not specific to home gyms or anything. Anybody who's made any serious progress has close to mastered these things, so I'll break down and improve PewDiePie's lifting routine for you. I'll teach you 2 fundamental principles for muscle growth. I'll show you how to get a good home gym setup, and at the end there will be 2 free lifting programs that you can follow at home. Now let's go get jacked. Watching through the video, I have gathered what I think sums up PewDiePie's entire workout regimen. Every exercise I list here is done with dumbbells, just letting you know so I don't have to keep saying dumbbell over and over again. Also, the set counts are estimated, and he didn't even give us the full body day, so I had to make one up. It's still effective though. So on Monday, he will do a push workout consisting of 3 sets of flat bench presses, 3 sets of incline bench presses, 3 sets of overhead presses, 3 sets of tricep kickbacks, and 3 sets of lateral raises. I know for the tricep kickbacks and lateral raises, he does a superset, but you don't need to do all that. You can look more into supersets if you want. It's just a way to do your workouts a little bit faster. On Tuesday, he will do a leg workout consisting of 4 sets of squats, 4 sets of Romanian deadlifts, 3 sets of dumbbell lunges, and 3 sets of calf raises. On Wednesday, he will rest, and I like how he emphasizes on the rest day. There's this common notion that rest days are bad and you should be working out as much as you possibly can, but it's unnecessary. Rest days are where the muscle actually grows, so this rest day on Wednesday is as important as training. On Thursday, he will do a pull workout consisting of 3 sets of single arm rows, 3 sets of regular rows, 3 sets of underhand rows, 3 sets of bicep curls, and 3 sets of hammer curls. On Friday, he used to do a leg workout, which I assume is just a repeat of the previous leg day, but also during the making of that video, he just did some cardio or random exercise for about an hour, which is also fine. Finally, on Saturday, he finishes off the week with a full body day, which he excludes legs from. But yeah, come on, we're gonna be training at least some legs. Fuck calves though. This day will consist of 3 sets of assisted single leg squats, 3 sets of decline push-ups, 3 sets of dumbbell pullovers, 3 sets of push-ups, and 3 sets of neutral grip rows. So what do I think of PewDiePie's routine? It's pretty tough. You hit the muscle groups 2 times a week. He picks solid foundational exercises, and every muscle gets enough time to recover. You could literally run it as I showed there and it would work just fine for you. You would be making great gains, but there are a few things I would change up. I'll also give you a few pointers and exercise alternatives. The push day is almost perfect except for that one godforsaken exercise, the tricep kickbacks. They are a tricep exercise and that's their only good characteristic. Due to how gravity pulls the weight down, the tricep will be super challenged at the very top when your tricep is fully contracted, and then your tricep will feel absolutely nothing when your arm is lowered and your tricep is stretched. Your tricep doesn't even get stretched that much. Why is this a problem? For one, this makes the movement very awkward. You're not able to grind through reps, so you'll be more inclined to using momentum or cheating. Also, for most exercises to be effective, you want them to put at least some or most of the load on the target muscle at the bottom of the movement. This has also been shown to increase muscle growth compared to its counterpart. So what do I propose? Just do standing overhead extensions or skull crushers instead. They all isolate the triceps but are so much less awkward to perform, and much better overall for growth. Here are our alternative exercises. Instead of flat bench press, you could do push-ups. Instead of incline bench press, you could do decline push-ups, and instead of overhead press, you could do pike push-ups. Make sure for all of your presses, the dumbbells go as low as you comfortably can to have a full range of motion. No half rep cheating bullshit. Next, onto the pull day. My main issue is that it has 3 types of rows in a singular workout and absolutely 0 vertical pulling. So what I would do is just swap out the regular rows with some type of pull-up. If you can't do pull-ups yet, don't worry because most beginners can't. And there's plenty of guides on progressions to getting your first pull-up, so follow those. Here are some alternative exercises. Instead of some of the dumbbell row variations, you could instead do inverted rows such as table rows using a backpack for extra weight. You could also do chest supported rows lying on a bench. Instead of pull-ups, you can do dumbbell pullovers. For curls, you could also instead do seated hammer curls, incline curls, spider curls, or reverse curls. For all of your rows, you want your torso angle close to parallel with the floor. PewDiePie does his rows very upright and not too controlled, which are both issues he needs to fix. Lastly, onto the leg day. It sounds great on paper, like this is a fucking fantastic leg day. I would give it a shot for a good portion of time, hammering away at these exercises. Eventually though, after a few months, you might not be able to get enough weight to challenge you enough. So here's what you can do. You can decrease the rest time between sets, all the way down to like 15 seconds. And for squat movements, you can add something solid under your heel to make the exercise harder. Or you could just do harder exercise variations altogether, like Bulgarian split squats, jumping lunges, assisted single leg squats, step ups, and single leg Romanian deadlifts. This is what the routine would look like after the modifications for reference. You can download the routines yourself for free with the link in the description, along with a bunch of other free sample workouts. Just gotta check your email after you enter in your name. Now let's see how we can get his gym set up, or any alternatives. Even if you can't buy anything right now, if you just have some basic household items, still listen up because I talk about how to use them here. Alright, so Pewdiepie dropped a video 2 years ago documenting his latest home workouts. 1 minute Google searching and we literally have his equipment. You can compare it side by side in the video. The links to them will be in the description. He has an Umi adjustable weight bench, going for around 40 bucks. Not sure if I would trust the Temu Bench. Normally these really cheap adjustable benches are known for being pretty bad. At least it comes with foot pads so you can do other exercises like decline sit-ups. I'd give this bench a 6 for how affordable it is. I also have a very shitty Amazon bench which hasn't broken on me yet. If you still feel unsafe and want a cheap bench, you can always just buy a flat bench that doesn't incline. So let's throw the Umi bench into the cart. Last up is his dumbbells, which are Power Blocks adjustable dumbbells. They do look really goofy, but trust me bro, they're fire. The ones he's using in this video go up to 90 pounds, which leave a ton of room for you to get stronger on all the upper body stuff, and even legs to an extent, while also being able to efficiently hit all the small muscle groups that you pretty much just can't hit with body weight. Yeah, let's just throw this into the cart, and holy shit, the power blocks are $800. You see, those adjustable mechanical dumbbells, they're just a wet dream. A lie. If you have the money to burn like Pewdiepie, then great man, but most of us don't. There are alternatives though man, and I got you covered. Use backpacks. Make sure you have at least one sturdy one, and the other one can be cheaper and flimsier. What do backpacks allow us to do? They let us put any form of weight in them and then be able to carry them using more convenient handles. They also let us wear them and put weight on ourselves in order to make bodyweight exercises more challenging, such as push-ups. The fact that you can put anything into a bag is what makes it so good. You usually don't have to go out of your way to buy more shit. You probably have backpacks at home, which you can fill with a bunch of heavy household stuff like textbooks. Coins also work and are very underrated for adding weight. If you have enough of them, they can get heavy as shit. The reason I would recommend at least one sturdy backpack is for your heavy body weight exercises like your legs, where you might need quite a lot of weight in the backpack, but you don't want it to fucking snap on you. However, for most other exercises like arm stuff, the weight in the backpack shouldn't get heavy enough to where that stuff matters, which is why the second backpack can be way cheaper. Next up, if you just can't find any extra weight in your house, then go out and buy some weight plates. Make sure they're iron cast and that you buy them in pairs. I recommend getting a 25, 4 10s, 2 5s, and 2 2.5s. These should go for about $100 online, way cheaper than $800, and you don't even need to buy them all at once to get started. You can just accumulate them over time. Life hack, if you use sites like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, you can get equipment like this for far cheaper. They're literally giving shit away, bro. And yeah, that pretty much sums up everything for the gym setup. You may be wondering, why is making my exercises harder by adding weight so important? Well, putting it simply, when you train a muscle very hard, it becomes damaged, but stimulated to grow bigger. Once it finishes recovering, it becomes a bit stronger and able to handle more work. So at some point, if you can't add weight, you won't be challenging your muscles enough to keep stimulating growth well. So the end goal should be to maybe lift X amount of weight or do X amount of reps on this body weight exercise. Why do you think whenever you looked at a jacked guy, you automatically assume, oh, that guy must be able to bench hundreds of pounds? Because a bigger muscle is a stronger muscle. How are you going to reach this end goal of target reps and target weight? Every session, look to challenge yourself. So if you did 10 push-ups with 10 pounds on your back one session, then the next session, try to get 11 push-ups with 10 pounds on your back, or 10 push-ups with 12.5 pounds on your back, etc. And always look to train hard as fuck, man. The weight should start to move noticeably slower no matter how hard you try to push. Learn to enjoy and thrive in the hard reps, bro. These two guidelines are insurmountable to your progress. Follow this routine and the 2 principles I laid out for you, and you'll probably end up getting a better physique than Pewdiepie, which is crazy to think about. You can go run his program on your own. You'll make decent gains if you have common sense and don't mess things up. Progress isn't completely linear, especially with the limited equipment, so be patient. It would be nice if you were able to fix up that shitty diet though. Sleep and diet are actually 2/3 of the picture to building muscle, believe it or not, and you could literally be missing out on all of that. Yeah, I get it, man. It's a shit ton to wrap your head around. So much room for error, and you could end up wasting a lot of valuable time if you literally just get unlucky. But don't worry, man. I can be your bro for you. I can help you get your diet, sleep, and even training in check if you subscribe to my OnlyFans. It's my private community of lifters grinding every day to make it, where I interact with every single one of you. There's even free exclusive videos that are not publicly available. If you like the sound of that, the link is in the description. If you don't, that's alright, man. You can always join the free community Discord where you can interact with me and other random fitness enjoyers. I'm pretty active there. If you want further advice, I would recommend researching more into future upgrades to your home gym setup with this video right here. Subscribe.